Hello there everyone, and welcome to another video. My name is Survey. How are you guys doing on YouTube? That's right, the Silverreploid / Inkling coming at you live looking fresh in the flesh on the net, streaming. Today, I kind of wanted to do something a lot different, given that, well, let's just say that I came across SMG4's announcement just now, and of course you're wondering why I'm wearing this shirt. Well, it's because, well, I love this shirt, and of course I love SMG4 every now and then, so it's usually what I wear on Saturdays. And of course, given today's updates that he recently posted, well, not recently, but like as of I think last week, ever since the Christmas video came about, he posted that he will be on a hiatus until the 13th of January, which is next year. So I was thinking, given that I came to the realization just now that he's not doing a video today, so I was going to do something in the place of that, reacting to his SMG4 episodes. And by that I mean reacting to his episodes that he usually posts on Saturdays. I was thinking about doing something different this time. I thought about doing a little bit of revisiting on some of my old SFM animations during my time as being an SFM animator, let alone just being a reactor, if you will. And of course, revisiting some of the animations, the wholesome animations that I made ever since I started doing some animations and such, let alone just posters via SFM. Some of the animations that I've done a few years ago, and of course, maybe some from recent years, etc. So, in today's video, I'm going to be revisiting some of the old SFM animations that I've made throughout the years. And before we start that, guys, for those who are new to the channel, thank you all so much as always for tuning in, and of course, giving the channel a very excellent glimpse. Hope you guys are having a very blessed and safe one out there, and of course, we're inching forward to the curtainfall of this year. Thank goodness for that, and of course, looking forward to seeing new chapters and everything else. And of course, if you want to see more content from yours truly, if you like this video, smack the thumbs up button, leave your comments down below, and subscribe for more with the notifications on. And yeah, let's check out the first animation without any further ado. And the first one we got right here, according to my list, well, given the randomized list of animations that I decided to react to, I thought about going from, well, just out of randomization and say the best for last. So let's start with the first one that I got so far, starting with upcoming kamui. Okay, so context behind this animation, let's just say that I've gotten myself addicted to this amazing Japanese arcade shoot 'em up game called Battlegarega that was made by Rising and of course distributed by Aiding. And I've been inspired by this legendary Battlegarega player named T3 Kamui. Also, shout out to her for inspiring me to do some high scoring on the game. Kamui-san tomodachi, arigatou gozaimashita. So during this time frame, I was an Inkling at the time, and I was playing Battlegarega for some time, and I've been doing some scoring and whatnot. I've been doing some 1cc playthroughs on Battlegarega on the PS4, and I decided to do a little inspirational animation where I play the game and of course, you know, just do some scoring and of course going against the final boss. This video was actually inspired by not only Kamui for doing the scoring portion was inspired by Kamui, but the inspiration on making the gameplay video, the gameplay perspective in SFM was actually inspired by Kichime. I'm going to leave the honorable mentions in the description of the video, so make sure you check those people out and of course give them a like and a sub. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this upcoming Kamui animation that I made, and of course let's revisit the times that I, you know, had fun with doing this animation. I forgot this was on 50 FPS. Ever since I had this laptop, it made such a hectic difference in terms of quality and everything. And yeah. I was just going wild on the gameplay.
There it is.
Back then, in terms of doing the mic quality and everything, I used to have the Survey Pro, the white ones. They were like around $80 give or take. I should have thought about going for these headsets at the time. These cost like around like $50 or $60 something from Amazon, and I was hoping to find some good video reviews on how they sound and whatnot, but I just went ahead and purchased them nevertheless. But after getting them, and of course, that was also when I got this microphone right here around 1 year, around January. And it made a huge difference, like making me sound a lot more sharper and everything, needless to say. And of course, everything just panned out in this video. It was like, wow. So I was going against Glow Squid. Now, if you go against this boss on a higher difficulty level, watch yourself, put your skills to the test and everything. That's literally what I did in this gameplay. And speaking of which, I hadn't done my Battlegarega special introductions in a while. It's because, well, I hadn't been playing my PS4 a lot often. I haven't been playing some Z-Blade and many other games I have on there for some time. And it was just, yeah. The only con in this part of going against Gold Squid in the higher level are the spread shooters, the sided weapons when you reach the second phase. But fortunately, I got past this part. But it wasn't over yet. I was still shooting for score. As you can see, the number is still increasing. And there's the final phase of Glow Squid. Yep. It's working more intense on a higher level. But it's not that very intimidating to me because, well, you just gotta be careful and watch yourself. Also, if you're playing arcade mode, it's much more tough. But in custom, which I was playing, by the way, custom mode, it's, well, basically preparing you for the real deal. Which technically I'm still not because, well, I kept dying. The expression I had on my face. It's like I've gotten so much older ever since I changed my Sona form. Yeah, the timing on the gestures and everything I still need to work on, but yeah, I have been working on the gesturing and everything. In the aftermath of beating the game, I just like rested there. That's a very good ambience I provided for this part. So that was upcoming kamui, inspired by two people, T3 Kamui, Arigato, and Kitsime, who animated her gameplay of Friday Night Funkin'. And yes, this was very well done to make. I remember the Tekken Man blade, so on the look of my character. Okay, so the next animation that I have on the list is Baby Inkling Drinks Milk. And people have been asking me who is this particular Baby Inkling that I've showcased ever since I started my time as being an SFM creator. Well, the Baby Inkling, simply put, is actually Frost because, well, I named her ever since I got myself started with SFM. Like, given that I love Splatoon and I wanted to start off something Splatoon based, I wanted to do something Splatoon related in animation form, if you will. And this is what I came across, and I wanted to do something else with it because, well, people have been actually blowing up the very first animation test that I've done ever since I started with SFM, and people wanted more of the Baby Inkling animations, and of course, this was what I came up with, where Baby Inkling drinks milk. In other words, Frost was drinking milk, and let's just say that even though she did this in her baby form, she still drinks milk like a baby, and it's very adorable, even in this day and age that you guys saw who she looks like growing up and everything. But I just love how everything just like was stipulated in the blueprint all together into a very wholesome work of art. Yeah, I was using an old video editor at the time. But I went from Wondershare to Vegas Edit. Yeah, the bone portion right there. I should have worked on that at the time. When I was fully experienced with SFL, I should have like planned it out. Even the walking. Milky. Yeah, I was still a beginner, an animator rookie when I made this animation. But still though, you guys like really blew up the animation and everything. But every time I look at this, it makes my eyes water and my heart warms so much. And wow, the many years, so much time had passed ever since I made this glorious presentation. Okay, so animation number 3, we have the Uncanny Ken, a Christmas special that I made one year when I was getting myself familiarized with SFM lately. I decided to do a little Christmas special, right, where we encounter the Sprite Cranberry for the very first time. I was actually lucky enough that they actually had the Sprite Cranberry model at the SFM workshop, right? And I was wanting to do something in dedication to this particular and amazing beverage inspired by LeBron James himself, the legendary basketball player. And I wanted to make something out of this, and of course make it a little funny yet wholesome at the same time, where Frost encounters a can of Sprite Cranberry, her very first can, and of course another baby inkling seeks to find a can named Amari Kawaii, which I want to give a special shout out to as well on camera for being part of this project as well. So yeah, so the orange baby inkling named Amari was going after the can of Sprite Cranberry, right? It was launched from afar, and you're probably wondering who actually launched the Sprite Cranberry can, right? Well, that's a good question. I just want to make it interesting where I guess you could say that the can just launched itself to a random location of choice, and of course, lo and behold, it ended up in Frost's location. And you're probably wondering who actually lives there with Frost. Well, you'll find out later when we get to the next animation. So for now, guys, let's check out the Uncanny Can. And of course, before we get started, want to Sprite Cranberry? I actually feel a little sad that this will be the last time sharing the Sprite Cranberry intro for the remainder of the year, but I can always reuse some of the Sprite Cranberry. As a matter of fact, I think for the future December videos that I do, I might randomize these Sprite Cranberry intros where, you know, like many intros that I did ever since I got myself familiar with this beverage that people have been like, oh god, this guy is Sprite Cranberry. And of course, you're right, but yeah, guys, without any further ado, let's go ahead and check out, or revisit rather, the Uncanny Can. So we're here in the snowy fields. I believe this is a Christmas, but yeah, this is a Christmas platoon short animation featuring Baby Inkling, aka Frost. And there it is, the episode. Yep, there's Amari being featured. And like I said, guys, I know I said this many times, but I was such a rookie making the animation here. But to say the least, I love how it turned out. So this is where everything unfolds. There's the can. And there's Amari. I would have thought about using the baby squish form. 3 hours later, the Flounder Heights apartments crashing through the window and... oh, owies. Yes, so Amari transitioned to the Flounder Heights apartments, and yeah, she was going mighty fast searching for that can. Hopping from playground to playground and everywhere. And yeah, she's looking for that can. That's what I call it, goodness. She hears the noise. Gotta love baby inklings. Oh, baby inkling Angie. I guess, now that I think about looking at this animation, that was how I came up with the name Frost. When the orange inkling was wondering who she was. That was when Amari came in and... oh my. The gesture that she has. You're probably wondering, how the heck did this small little wonder enter the apartment to begin with when there's not even a key? Wait. How did I... wait a minute. Have some more in the fridge? You're probably wondering, how the heck did I even come up with that statement? I guess you could say something mysterious summoned, well, not summoned, but sent the Sprite Cranberry cans to Frost's apartment at the time. But yeah, it's strange, I know. I was just getting myself familiar with the animation. I wanted to do something funny along the way, but yeah, even I find this very questionable. Like, how the heck did it even come to the point where Frost says that she has plenty more in the fridge? So I added more light to this scene, actually, to kind of like help them bond and everything. There's a kicker right here. She's trying to figure out. Oh yes, that was how Frost came to be. But before this portion though, I kind of brainstormed like what would her name be, given her appearance and everything, the coloration of her skin, etc. And that was pretty much the Squidmas animation that they had going, that I had going on. Sorry. Can I just admire the glorious ambience of the background? Just a moment before we go to the next one. Next animation, another baby inkling one, and you're probably going to ask me, Silver, how many baby inkling animations do you have on your channel? Well, you already know that Frost actually evolved, spoiler alert for those who are new to my SFM arc series, although I have been behind on my story arc, but hopefully at some point next year I'll resume it. And of course, I might decide to alternate a few things for the story arc, like how years ago I transitioned from Inkling to an Inkling, if you will, even though I'm formerly an Octoling. Well, I was Inkling in the past, but I'm both species type, but still male, right? Aside from the story arc talk, let's just say that, well, I'll get to that sometime next year or so. But for now, we're just revisiting some of the animations that I have. And this next one I got right here is Baby Inkling's Sweet Tooth, where Frost, aka the baby inkling, was craving for sweets at a younger age. I guess, let's just say that I came up with a little biography information regarding Frost, how she craves for sweets, even though she mostly loves milk every now and then. But simultaneously, though, she definitely loves sweets. So let's just say that she encountered a very decadent sweet figure on the counter at the apartments, right? And yeah. And let's just also say that I was at Turf War when she was at home taking care of herself, even though, yeah. So yeah, guys, this is my sweetheart just venturing the apartments as usual. It's like, yeah, she sees it. Yo, the 8th sweet wonder of the world, cake. People actually made a reference out of when the adorable baby Inkling's pupils like shrunk, and I couldn't like stop laughing at that time. And she smiles. She approaches the counter and sees it. Okay, so first try when she tries to reach for it. I guess you could say I try to pull a little track and field in this scene. Well, multiple scenes, if you will. Second try. Third try. I don't know what I was thinking in this part. You'll see what I mean. Even I found it too funny. Although I was still a rookie back in the day. At the time though. Okay, so on the 4th or however many times she tried this, she goes for it. Let's see. She shoots. Is she gonna grab it? Yep. Come on. You can make it. You can make this. Come on. Very talented Inkling. And you might say, before I resume, upon looking at these animations, you guys might say, this Inkling girl is going to be very talented like her father. She's going to have so much agility, so much strength, so much spirit when it comes to turf battles. She's going to be a very, very excellent agent in the field. And of course, given the fact that I have played as Frost in Splatoon, you might be right. Well, actually, let's just say that you are right. And of course, I say the same thing because, well, I have been playing as Frost in Splatoon for some time, right? Because most of you have seen my Splatoon 3 live streams where I play as Frost, And you guys have a lot of fun with her. Yes. Makes me feel so warm-hearted. Her gaze at the cake was very breathtaking. Not gonna lie. Have a sit down, and of course, you just devoured the whole thing. People were in shock in the comment section when they were talking about this part. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, alternating the pitch of my voice. And as for the eye color, that's when the plastic surgery animation came about. Because, well, in the past, when I added my Sona to the scenario, to the whole entire scene, right, genuinely they were colored blue. That was what I wanted my Sona's eye color to be. But now they transitioned from blue to albino blue, special albino blue color in SFM, the workshop texture name for the eyes, right? But prior to when the blue eyes transitioned back to where the brown eyes transitioned back to blue, I wanted to like make something out of like changing the eye color back to the original blue color that I originally had before it changed to brown, right? And as it came to be, let's just say upon getting the Ian Gem of Hope, the figure for my Sona for the story arc that I had, and you can find it in the plastic surgery animation if you want to check it out. Let's just say that after being granted the gem by my past self, my eye color changed back to blue, right? And that's pretty much it. Gotta love her.
Frost, did you seriously eat that
Oh my god, that voice. I mean, I know I was originally voiced as this person, but I was thinking like, well, like I said, I was a rookie at the time that I was doing all this stuff, how it all came to be. It was just like random for me how I just like voice. I mean, I know most people voice as some of their characters in their own animations and stuff, and I wanted to put that into perspective myself, right? And as I came across this idea, given that I'm a squid kid, if you will, I was a squid kid in the animation series, I was thinking about like adjusting the tone of my Sona's voice, right? And of course I did just that, but I did not anticipate it to sound like that. I mean, back then I was accustomed to it, but given from that time to now, oh my gosh. Dada loves his child. It really warms my heart seeing this. It really does. Okay guys, as I mentioned from the beginning of this video, I said I was going to say the best for last, and not gonna lie, this is probably one of the best. Even though most of the figures of this animation I needed to work on, the cycles and stuff, as an animator and everything, given that I use different models and stuff. But aside from the criticism that I give to myself, the construction criticism that I give to myself, I would say that this is one of the most warmest of projects that I've ever worked on SFM. Because people have been asking me in the comments one time, how exactly did I meet Frost? By me, I meant my Sona in the series, right? So I did that, and let me just say right off the bat that some of the scenes were like very fun to work with, given the many angles and everything, and featuring some of the people that I love in there. Of course, featured on this one as a special cameo was none other than Captain Lizzie Reticle 15. Make sure you also check her out as well and give her a like and a sub. But aside from that, I discuss how exactly that I come across the baby Inkling, and most of you found it very strange but funny at the same time how there were so many encounters and everything. You know, I really love this map, the Asian district. Well, I forgot what it was called in the workshop, but this is one of the best maps that I use for this particular scenario. Of course, I was being chased by one of the operatives.
A light appeared from behind.
It's a good thing I know how to pull out the night vision goggles effect. Yup.
He was holding something that had some glowing barrel. It looked like he was holding a weapon.
I would have adjusted the pupils a bit just to show as if I'm like rather shocked. I would have put out the particles effect on these scenes, but I didn't want my computer to crash or anything. Well, SFM kept crashing and everything. And of course, like I said, at the time I was a rookie, that's why I didn't pull out the running and walking cycles all that well, but somehow I sort of improved. And there she is, the legendary agent, or the crack and roll user, if you will. Yep. I forgot to mention that there was another special cameo in this part, this animation. I'll let you guys know since it shows this part. That monitor on that pole right there will feature one of the cameos named Snake Lancer Game. You'll see why I feature him because of this part.
Many thought that the
Oh gosh. Okay, so context behind that clip that he allowed me to use. He was doing the Super F-Zero challenge, right? We were doing this crazy hellish challenge, right? Where the rails are off in F-Zero. They call it I forget what it's called. Extreme F-Zero. Yes, it was Extreme F-Zero where the walls are off. And we had this challenge, right, where the first one, well, not basically the first one, the one who can actually pull it off in this mod is the winner. And of course, one person actually succeeded successfully. And of course, he also succeeded in a different mod, which was Alejandro's Nebula Highway mod, right? He actually pulled off surviving in this track with the Blue Falcon, but this right here, it really traumatized every single one of us, including me, not gonna lie. Snake can vouch for that because he's seen my clips when I streamed it, and of course when I like flipped out because of how I kept crashing every now and then. No matter what league you choose, no matter what difficulty you set it on for Grand Prix mode, and no matter how many times you try so hard in these tracks, these will still get to you no matter freaking what. So yeah, that was the story behind this clip. It actually got to him, as you can tell from the video.
thought that the
And of course, I tuned it up a bit, how it like sound loud and everything. Not gonna lie, in game, both that form and the octoform are very wholesome to look at. Look at how I just zipped out of there and everything.
I fled the area.
I always love this part where there's a forest. I love this map so much. The nighttime edition of the map. I would have added the glint effects to the waterfall, but I hadn't got myself experience with the video editor at the time then. But just looking at this makes me want to makes me want to travel back to Mother Nature whenever I want to, but yeah.
An hour has passed, and I end up almost motionless in a dark forest. But I did fall unconscious on account of the fact that I overextended myself during that chase back there.
Yeah.
Although it is safe to say
Too much rain
that
can
I
really do it
was
to you.
maintained. But at the same time, I felt so delirious. It was awfully quiet given the circumstances, and I highly doubt that no one was actually here. If I had enough energy left within me,
Imagine coming across this scenario in real life.
I would have concealed myself somewhere safe where no one will find me or capture me. I wouldn't even want to contemplate what would happen if that were the case. I closed my eyes gently in an attempt to regain my strength and stamina.
Imagine that being a thing in actuality. You were in this situation, guys. Yeah.
And I noticed that there was something up ahead.
So you're probably wondering, how exactly did I come across getting the brown eyes at the time? This will be the root cause. There's the egg. Yeah, rookie walk. Rookie animating. Yes, at the time I know. But...
Surprisingly, I don't even feel hungry. Could this too be the side effect of the formula that I had? Wow. Compared to a small egg, this one is 10 times larger.
no kidding.
I wonder what's inside.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well... Yep. That scream my I had such... Well, I think I had the wrong microphone tool to actually pen out the recording at the time. I think I used that other lavalier microphone that I had one year that I got from Amazon for my birthday one year. But I changed from that lava lamp. I actually gave it to my sister. I changed from that one to this one right here, which I might use when I do like vlogs when I'm out and about. And yeah, it's that scream I did, man. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know what to make of that. Actually, I would have did some proper voice acting and everything to kind of like set the mood of the well, not basically mood, but the ambience of the voice acting environment. Well, for the scenario, fit the scenario. In other words, yes.
I fell to the ground on account of that incredible stun from the light, leading me to being unconscious yet again. As I woke up, my eye color had changed.
Yep, there it is.
After I opened my eyes, I then saw.
And that was how she was born. Well, I know I said on the Christmas special that I did how I came up with the name of Frost. This is actually the genuine cause as to how I named her as such. Her name as of now. You'll see. Ooh! I was not ready for that. It's been a minute.
It looked cheerful and friendly.
Whew. Imagine scaring yourself with your own creation that you made after a long time that you never anticipated coming forth. I was so not expecting that to be that loud. That was the most warm part about it. You guys really blew up the chat when it came out.
I'm not even certain whether or not this infant had a family. Although, I asked if it had a name. What's your name?
Warm to the heart.
Adorable response. I guess it didn't have one yet. But judging by her whitish complexion, I decided to name her Frost.
There it is.
And so, with that out of the way, I've carried her with me in my arms without any troubles. Although, I always wondered to myself, am I actually a father now? I mean,
In this story arc, I would say yes. Honestly, because
I chuckled to myself thinking about that.
it was a
in regards
blessing.
to our attire, well, at least no one so far, noticed. But eventually, I clandestinely found some clothing to look fundamentally decent. And of course, this was what I had.
Aww. Her first words. Many, many memories. Was this revisit a good idea, guys? I don't know why I cry every time I see
Frost, my beloved child.
Splatoon
Now,
babies.
it's time to feed her.
Just look at her. I mean, you can never go wrong, right? Okay, let me transition to where the waterworks have been alleviated for a moment. Whew. Okay, somehow the waterworks has somewhat alleviated just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. So that was the 5 wholesome animations that I made years ago, and yeah, I really need to get back to doing some animating and everything. I mean, I know I did a few sometime this year, and of course many other years, but I need to get back on my A game on that. But even if there have been some change to the story arc, it doesn't matter. I will still go from there, no matter the appearances and of course everything else. Let's just say that all the stuff had transpired, and I resumed my journey and everything. Where, well, I don't know how to work this out, but hopefully I'll think of something. But for now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my last recording for this year. Even though I will attempt to live stream for New Year's Eve, doing a little IRL stream tomorrow evening, whatever the circumstance may be. But yeah, guys, I really hope you had a very blessed year, and of course have a blessed new year and everything. And here's to achieving so many more endeavors, and of course fulfilling more of our goals next year and of course in the near future. And thank you all so much for a blast for this year. And of course, it was a very wild ride in spite of the ups and downs and everything. And if you ever feel like dismal or something based on how the year turned out, do not worry, it doesn't last forever. You can still keep going, you still have ways to go to reach the tunnel to the end. And yeah, guys, I love you guys, and thank you all so much for the outstanding journey so far. And of course, we're still pushing forth to achieving more and more greatness and success. And yeah, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Saturday video infinitely, and if you did, as always, please do not hesitate to like this video because it will keep me going. Leave your comments down below, and of course, please subscribe for more with the notifications on. And yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and, of course, close this video off. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening, whatever the circumstances may be, doing my IRL live stream. This is Survey, your humble Reploid / Inkling, if you will. I love you guys very much, and as always, I'll see Reploid, Mavericks, Maverick Hunters, Sigma, creators, I'm a creator too, and also Dreamer, Inklings, Octolings, Inklings, etc. Everyone in the next video. Thank you all so much for 2023. I love you guys very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow night during a live stream commemorating the conclusion of this year. And yes, here's to 2024. Here's to more amazing animations and everything else on this channel that we work hard in making together. I love you guys.
I need your heart. You are my candle. Crazy nights, many heights from many angles. Listen tight, it wavers me on the inside. The cool air slowly dousing my life. The chills are taking over my innermost flame. Without this burning warmth, I can't proclaim. I need your heart. You are my
If you love music, and if you would like to partake in support of my channel by purchasing music, please refer to my song list down below. Hey guys, Silverreploid here. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Please smash on the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and please turn on the push notifications. And also, please make sure you check out my other videos or any video on display and show tons of love and support for not only me, but to those who are also involved. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!